Hi everyone, it's Melissa Davis from By Mimi with Love. And today, guys, I am here to share my Cinderella junk journal. I'm so happy with it. I'm so proud of it. It has took me a couple of months, as you all know, to complete this. It's one of my most favorite projects I've ever done. And it's ready for the craft fair. So I'm very happy with it. And I want to share with you guys what I've done. I am taking it to the craft fair. However, if it doesn't sell, I will be putting it on my Etsy. So I would really appreciate comments, suggestions, or anything, that you all see that I might need to correct. Let's go over the outside first. Now, this is an older edition. It was copyrighted in 1949, and it had a lot of ink. There was a lot of ink all over the dress, all over Cinderella, all the way up through here. So I used a little paint to repair or cover as much of the ink as I could. And then I used lace and roses to completely cover the dress because it was completely covered in ink scribbles. And I think that just turned out gorgeous. I love it. Then I put the lace up through here, and I cannot remember who gifted me this lace. Then on the spine, this is a bow that I received during my challenge. It's gorgeous. It's made out of leather. I think Tree Craft On made it, or Angelica. I'm not sure. Then I've made this gorgeous dangle, guys. And it's got the pumpkin carriage on it. Look how cute is that? I just can't even. I love it. Then it's got some beads, and these beads are from Kathy, of Kathy's Favorite Things. She made these cute little bead dangles, and I used those. Then I've got this little book on it, and it's so precious. The little book will open, and it's got paper in it. So cute. Then here is a fairy door, and then here is that adorable little mouse that I believe Tree made, and it had to hang on there. It's just the cutest thing ever. Then here is a crown as well, and there's a moon and stars somewhere on here. There's the little bow hanging off of the little mouse. And then there, if I can get it up, is the little moon and stars. See them right there. So that's my little dangle and the bow. I covered the spine is 2.5 inches. The book is the same. I tried to maintain the integrity of the book cover as much as I could. The back of the book also has ink, as you can see, wrote all the way through it, and I just left it as is because I wanted to maintain the cover. So, then down here on the bottom, I have got 3 strands of beads as well, because there is 3 signatures. Okay? So let's get started in this, guys. Here as well, I've also just left it because, as you can see, there is a lot of ink on the book. So I left that because I wanted to maintain the integrity of the book. And someone had marked out the names with a permanent marker. And then here starts my journal on this first page. And guys, I've used like 3 different Cinderella books as a compilation to create this book. This is from a different Cinderella book. This page right here, I've cut out Cinderella, and then it opens, or it flips up, and there it tells you the copyright and all the pertinent information that goes with this actual old, very vintage Cinderella. Then over here is she's washing her clothes, and I've made a little cluster right here with, this is stuff from Terry01 here on YouTube gifted me. I've got some material fabric behind it. Then here is a list of all of Cinderella's chores, and that's what she's doing here. Here is a pile of laundry, and you pull this little tab out, and that is a list of all her chores. As you can see, it's a very long list of her chores to do. And these, you can see the little Cinderella there. That is actually a tattoo. Then over here, like I said, she's doing laundry and dreaming of things. And here's a little journal spot with a different Cinderella. And that just slides right back in there. Then on the next page, here is Gus, the little mouse Gus and Jock. And here's a little insert about Gus. And then here's a tag that I have made out of the flashcards from Dollar Tree. And you see I've got a little cluster here. There's Cinderella up in the corner. And a guest check on the back for journaling. That just slides back in there. This is a piece out of a Bristol, excuse me, commerce book. I like the pink color. Got a little cluster here. And here is just a little journaling swatch. And that just slides right in there, and I've sewn that together. And here it talks about the mice and the little story about the mice. Here's a little cluster. Then over here is one of Tree's crocheted bows. And this pulls out, and it's a daring feat. And this is a whole story, and there's a little bookmark about Gus and Jock, the little mice. And this is their whole story. I just love that little booklet about them. And it just slides right back in there. And then I've got a couple of journal cards here. The story of a girl and the dress. Then on the next page, we've got a portrait of the stepmother and the two evil sisters. And then there's two journaling cards here. And then over here, it says Lady Tremaine. That's, you know, her. And then this little hair bow clip slides off. And then go down a little bit. And you've got a little journaling spot in here, along with another little insert about Lady Tremaine. And of course that flips up and you can look at the book. Then over here, this also pops out, the little journaling spot, and some ledger paper for journaling. And then that just slides right back in there and holds all of that together. Over here are the two evil stepsisters. And here is a list of Anastasia's dislikes and Drusilla's dislikes and likes. So they're little, it's got their likes and their dislikes on both of them. And then that can be journaled on as well. I think those are so cute. Their likes and dislikes. Anastasia likes the color pink, but she doesn't like animals, especially mice. So cute. I just love that. And then that just slides right back in that tuck spot. And here's a little ticket that comes out and can be journaled on as well. Then this next page is all about the little animals. And this handkerchief right here is a gift from Sheila of Country Girl First Crafts. I just love it, and I have sewn it into the book. And of course it flips up. Cinderella's helpers, there's the birds, there is the donkey, and I've got a little cluster there. Here is Bruno the horse, the doggy and the birds. And in here I've got a little journaling postcard. And then in here is another journaling spot, and it's just got a little writing notepad on the back for journaling. And that I'm going to have to give credit to Carol of Carol's Recrafted Boutique. I got that. I was inspired to do that with some of the things she does. And then this pen was gifted to me by from Tree Craft On. I just love it. It did have Win wrote in little beads, word beads, letter beads, but I removed those. And I just love the way it looks there on the handkerchief. Then here I've got a Dare to Dream. Oh, that was the next page. This is a coloring page I colored, and I love it because it looks like she's dreaming about them here dancing at the ball. And in here is a little bird with the shoe in his mouth and a little journaling spot. And here is the Prince and Cinderella dancing. And here as well is a little journaling tuck spot and the crown ribbon. Then here on this side is the Dare to Dream. And here she is talking to the little mice. And here is a little journaling spot as well. I just love it. I did some jelly plate print here, and there is some ribbon gifted to me by Melanie Maid. Then here I've got, this is an actual envelope that I've redone, and here peeping through the window is the fairy stepmother, and inside of this is a poem, Home and Mother. I just love that, and that was gifted to me by Carla of Carlita Crafts. Oh my goodness. Sassy Crafter Carlita L. Then over here, of course, Cinderella's still doing laundry. That's the original book page. So is that as well. Now I'm going to slide that out. And I believe Carol of Carol's Recrafted Boutique gave me this sheet of paper with the feathers on it, and I fell in love. I've made a little journal book out of sewing pattern paper, and I just went all over it to sew it together, kind of quilted. And then these, this little image came off of an actual sewing pattern, and these images back here came from, I believe, Carla. I'm not sure. But, yeah, it's just, and these are all jelly prints that can be journaled on. But I just love the way that turned out. It's just gorgeous. And then it just slides right down in there. And there's a little bit of the story about Cinderella. This gorgeous flower I received in Happy Mail as well. And then as you can see how beautiful those feathers are. So pretty much left them as their own page. Then over here I've got some old book page from Carla. I've cut up one of the cards I received, the crocheted heart. I think Angelica, Crafter's Treat 2017, sent me the flowers, the hearts, and the bows. I'm just not sure. In here I've done just a really rugged little journal spot with jelly prints. And used dictionary paper, and it's really ragged looking, and I've got a seal on it. I love that, how it looks. Then here's a little journal spot. I've got the little birds here. Here's a beautiful organza bag someone sent me. Pretty sure this little, well, goodness, those are stuck together for sure. This little tab was sent to me by crafters, by either Angelica or Tree Craft on one. And then here's a journaling spot as well. Same with that. And those just slide right down in the bag. As you can see, I've got lace and trim on the pages. Here's another coloring page. And inside here, guys, is the invitation to the royal ball by the king. How cool is that? And I put a seal on that. I just love it. And it's just sliding right down into the carriage. Another one of the original book pages. And this is the last of the first signature. Here's the fairy godmother. And when you flip that over, there's Cinderella being transformed. Here is a journaling spot. Just gorgeous. And then this opens again. And here is Cinderella completely transformed. And I've got lace on that. A lot of jelly printing. And then here's a beautiful journaling spot as well. I just love this whole book right here. It's so pretty. Then you go to the next page, and that is the end of the first signature. And you can see here I've got the Cinderella comic strip in between each signature, and it's an inch wide, so you can add a lot of pictures or anything to this journal. It will really expand. So then the next signature is more about the prince, and here is Jacques, the other mouse, and here's a pocket for Jacques, and that opens up, and there is a beautiful portrait of Cinderella. And then here is a journaling tag. Oh, I want to say, I don't know. Someone sent me this, and I added all of this to it. I love the look, and it's a great journaling spot. Then over here, we've got a little vellum envelope, and you've got a little journaling spot with a curl on it there. There's the shoe, and then here is a journaling spot with a different Cinderella. Journaling tag with a different Cinderella, and a really large journaling tag with a different Cinderella. And then there is my tea stain paper lace trim. This is from Trina of Trina's Place, and then lace from Melody of Melody Made. And then that just slides all back in there. So you can see there's plenty of photo ops and plenty of journal ops and real estate as well. Then our next page is part of the castle. As you can see, the castle here. And here's a little secret door to the castle to journal in. And then that slides out as well for a secret place to journal as well. I've got flowers up here over the castle. Then over here is Cinderella's dress. Is just a dress form. This beautiful dyed doily came from Carla. This is from Terry. This bag is from Terry. And it has got a piece of journaling paper in it that I have dyed, stained, and painted. Here's the little tuck spot. And this is a piece of dictionary paper from Carla. And that just lays right in there. There's a beautiful picture of Cinderella. And then here is a little tuck spot with the little mice on it. And a place to journal with the little castle on it. And that folds out for a bill of sale. I don't know why I didn't show you the other. Oh, we haven't got to the other side of that yet. That's why. More of the original book. Here is Prince Charming, a portrait of Prince Charming, and a couple of journaling tags. And those were gifted to me by Annie of Annie Creates. Then here is a tuck spot. And on this tuck spot, I've got this beautiful page to color and journal on of Cinderella. And that just slides right back up under that beautiful gold paper. There they are at the ball dancing. Here's where she runs to leave the ball. This bag was gifted to me, and I put a napkin on it and Mod Podged it. Here is a journaling spot. It's got a sewing machine on it from Terry. Here's a little capture of the carriage, and there's a journaling spot in there as well. Here's another one of those beautiful flowers and the machine. Here's a piece of the jelly plate paper. I handwrote Cinderella here. And then this flips out, and this fell off a minute ago. And that actually goes right there, because this is an insert from another page where Cinderella is running to leave the ball. And a lot of journaling space right there from that paper. Here's another journaling spot. More of my jelly print paper. Then that just flips back over. Another great journaling spot, and we've got a pocket right here. And this is a little insert from the story as well. Here I've made a little book with Cinderella on it. Over here is a couple of frames to use. This is a book page that says Cinderella, and I've made a pocket out of it. And then down there in the corner, I've put a little clock. This is a piece of the flower page. Then here's a portrait of Cinderella and the prince. Here is the castle, and it flips up. And here is a beautiful journaling spot. And this came from Annie of Annie Creates. I just love that. Just beautiful page. And then here is a belly band with the crown ribbon. And then the guest list. This is the guest list for the ball, which is so cool, guys. That's just so cool. And I know this video is getting long, but guys, I have spent a couple of months on this, as you all know, and there's a lot to it. Hold on just a second, because I'm going to get a drink. Okay. Over here is the other part of the castle, another door to the castle. Here is a large journaling spot, flip up On this door, I've got flowers here and a little cute castle top on there. You can see the flags and stuff. And then here is a part of a sewing pattern, and there's a nice journal spot in there. Here's the other part of the bag. I've got a cluster here, and here is a nice journaling spot and another piece of the vintage pattern. Try to get back in there. And then here is a fold out of the clock striking midnight. And these move, which I just love. Well, the little hand moves. This one doesn't. So there's the clock striking midnight. And then on the other side is a beautiful portrait of the prince and Snow White. Then here's more of the original story. Here is the two mice bringing the key to unlock Cinderella. Here is a key, and then here is a little journaling tuck spot, and this was gifted to me by Terry as well. And it just slides right into that heart, the gorgeous doily. And then that flips over. That's the other side of that bill of sale. And it's got a tuck spot. And this is from Annie Creates. And there is another gorgeous portrait of Cinderella. And then here, Tina McCall sent me these beautiful envelopes. So here's the first one. And then here's the tuck spot and journaling spot. And then this is a piece of stationery that I made. I hand painted. And it's just gorgeous. I love it. And that just goes right down in that envelope. Then here's a pocket out of a coloring book page of shoes, which I was thrilled to find. And inside it is another little booklet. Here is a tattoo of the little mice helping Cinderella. And another little, here is a little booklet inside with the clock striking 12. And plenty of area for journaling. Then here's another little journaling spot. And then here is more jelly plate paper for journaling. And then back here, all these little pockets from the sewing pattern, but I just love it. And just another little booklet. So much fun journaling area with this. I just think it's adorable. And it slides right in there. And then here is another little journaling spot as well. And then back here are two more journaling cards. This one has more of the story on it. You can't make something out of nothing. And journaling paper, and then there's journaling spot back there. And this says how to conduct a magical makeover. And then we are to our, let's see if we can get those back in there. Do that later. And then this is the last page of the second signature. And when you open it up, it has a letter from Prince Charles to his father stating he does not want to marry one of the arranged marriages that his father has done. And that is just kept together by a magnet. And then the third signature is all about the prince and going to the ball. On this first page, this flips up. And as you can see, turn that around a little bit. There's the coffee cup with the puppy Bruno's hiding under it. And then over here is some journaling space. This is a topper from one of you ladies. Then under here is some jelly print paper to journal on or whatever. This is another bag from Terry. I've got Cinderella here and a magic wand. This is the original book. Then here is a fabric flip up. Here is a picture of the ball happening. And inside here is a picture of the princess, or of the prince and Cinderella. And there is a great journaling spot. And then that little fabric flip goes right back down. Then here's another gorgeous portrait of Cinderella. And here is a little journaling tag. Here is a tug spot, and you've got all of these gorgeous areas for journaling. And they all just fit right in there. Jelly plate paper, jelly plate paper. Here is the last part of the castle. In here is a tag that I painted to go along with, this was a card from Dollar Tree. I just love that for the one I love. So painted that little tag to go along with that. And this part of the castle has a flip door as well. Let's take that out until we're done. Then here is a altered paper clip, and this just slides out. And it's another gorgeous portrait of our beautiful Cinderella to color and journal on. Then over here I've got a hair clip, altered hair clip. I just love that. And another one of Tina's beautiful envelopes. I have sewn around. You can see the beautiful trim. And then inside of it is a little folder. And this is made out of the antique pattern. The paper, the instructions that come with the pattern. And it's just a little folder that folds out like that. And then I've got some paper. There's pockets on each side. And paper for journaling. How cute is that, guys? I just think it's so cute. I love it. So, that goes right in there. And right back in there. And then that's just holding that on. Then here's this page, and as you can see, it's very weathered, it's been stamped, it's been painted, it's been tea stained. I just love it. Here is a little book in here for journaling, made out of a envelope. So just a little journaling spot, and this was from Annie Creates. This is all jelly print that I've done on here. I'm just going to slide that back in there. And then over here I've made one of my pockets. Here's another journaling space. And this slides out. And this is a little booklet. In here is a little pocket. This I painted and stained and everything else in the world. And in here is a yo-yo card for journaling. And inside of this booklet is the entire story of Cinderella in one place. It's the entire story. And here's a little place for journaling in a pocket. I just love it. It just turned out excellent. So you can see there's a lot of little books. There's a lot to this journal. And then that just fits right in there. Then the next page is the rest of that, and you can tell how I've stamped and colored, and I just love it. Here's a picture of Cinderella on the shoe. It's gorgeous. And this is a card created by Jacqueline, Hand of the Queen. And I've got a little tug spot there. And there is another one of Tree's little embellishments. Over here I've got a cloth fabric tab, index tab, and I've got trim sewn to it. Then you turn the page, and here is Cinderella in all her glory. And that flips up for more of the story. Here is another picture of the godmother. And this is the cartoon comic strip of Cinderella, which is so fun. That's the comic strip. See the little mice? So there's the comic strip of Cinderella. And then here is a belly band and a piece of this is a piece of Melody's jelly print paper, just for journaling, tucked in there. And that just closes there. Then we've got another page with Cinderella trying on the shoe. And that flips out. Here's another picture of Cinderella with the shoe, a little tag. It's a vellum tag I've jelly printed. And then over here it says, the search for the glass slippers. Here is another little journaling spot. Slides right in there. More of that trim from Trina. And then here is the gorgeous glass slipper. And inside of it is, by the king a proclamation to go find the girl that fits the glass slipper. I just love that. Oh, and then there's the original story. And, of course, the shoe fits Cinderella. And the couple are married. Here they are dancing. And here is their marriage invitation. His Imperial Majesty, King Charming, requests the honor of your presence at the marriage of Cinderella to his son, to his Royal Highness Prince Charming. So, and then that's the last page. Again, there's more ink, but I left it. And guys, 40 minutes later, that is my Cinderella book, my Cinderella junk journal. I love it. I think it turned out gorgeous. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you like it. And from Virginia, guys, we'll be talking to you really soon. Bye-bye.